Happy New Year, virtual passengers. This is your captain, Captain Keller speaking, and I'd like to welcome you aboard this EasyJet flight from London Gatwick to Naples. The flight time today will be just short of 3 hours, and hopefully you'll get to see some of the GSX that I've recently downloaded, and also some of the air traffic control on the IVAO network. There wasn't much on the flight, but hopefully you'll get to hear a couple of people talking. But yeah, welcome to the first flight of 2023. Thank you for all your support, and I look forward to seeing you on more flights throughout this year. Welcome to the flight planning section. So what we're going to do is have a look at our flight today from from Gatwick to Naples. So we'll just have a look at the winds as usual. Let me just bring that up now. Looks like we've got a little bit of air traffic control over France as well, but whether we'll be able to use it or not, I don't know, because it's tower, but we'll have a look and see. So if we have a look at the winds today, so they're coming from the southwest over at Gatwick. And with regards to Naples, well, what little row wind there is, it is coming pretty much from the east. So let's have a look at what we've got available runway wise. Alright, so I'm moving out from Gatwick. 12 is the right one. So we want southwest, so that is going to be the best one. Departure 26 left. And we want to arrive on 06. Yeah, so let's generate the flight. Let's see what we come up with. Right, so we are going to need just short of 8 tons of fuel, probably round it up to 8 tons. We have got quite a nice route in there. We've got 170 passengers on board. Takeoff weight is expected to be just short of 68 tons. Flight block time today is 3 hours. That is from departure from gate to arriving at the gate in Naples. So let's have a look. Let's load in the flight from here. We can have a look at the map. So the map looks pretty simple. So fly out from Gatwick in a westerly direction, turn south, leave the UK via Brighton, over Paris, Geneva. Then we've got a nice flight over the Alps before we follow the coast of Italy all the way down, and then come into Naples. So the expectation is we'll fly over Ischia. That's where our waypoints are going to take us. So we're going to be a bit closer to the coast. We're going to fly just over Rome and come in this way as opposed to coming in that way. So that should give us some nice views of the capital city and some views of the coast. So without further ado, let's go in and get the plane set up. Welcome to a sunny, if somewhat windy, Gatwick Airport. Now you notice there's no planes around. I have logged into the IVAO network. I have decided I'm going to try and do that as much as I possibly can, just to give me a little bit of extra hours on the network, and also hopefully you'll be able to hear some air traffic control in some of the videos going forward. Look at the lovely clouds flying over there. So what we're going to do is go in and get the plane set up. Now I managed to get hold of a new add-on yesterday called GSX, which is going to take care of all the ground control, all the ground support and services. So I haven't had a chance to properly set it up yet, but let's start giving it a go, and hopefully you can get an idea of what it's all going to look like. So let's get in the cockpit and start setting up. So first thing we're going to do is turn on the external power, the 2 batteries, turn the crew supply on, turn the ADIAs on to nav. So come on, okay, start up GSX. And we are now going to ask them to send the jetway. should be able to hear that going. There it is, and it comes. And you can see the tug has changed now. It's a Virgin Atlantic tug, and there's all the baggage and stuff there as well. If we have a look from outside, it looks a little bit more. They've got stairs to put on the back seat. I'm not or back door. Not overly fussed about that. There's the baggage containers as well. So we'll see them starting to set the plane up shortly. So what we'll do now is start requesting the boarding. We might as well get the passengers on as quickly as we can. Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
While doing that, we'll turn on some of these lights. Turn that on. Turn the no smoking lights on. Yeah. Arm emergency lights. Import this flight plan. It's all done. It's all done. Now we'll start setting up the fuel. So I'm not going to use the GSX fuel because there are some problems with it. It seems to contradict what we've got on here. So I'm just going to use the fuel figures, the fuel system actually inside the plane. So I'm just going to bring up my
Do you want to board crew?
plan. Well, we don't need to board the pilots because they're already on, so we'll just board the crew.
Crew boarding starting.
So fuel today is 7926. I'm going to change that to 8,000 just to give us a little bit of extra in case we've got a bit of a headwind. And while we're here, I might as well set up the payload. Brilliant. So hopefully, I don't know, I might have missed them. Yeah, I've missed the crew coming on, I think. Normally you would see them walking through the glass there, which is quite good. We might as well get the baggage on. I think the baggage has already started.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers
So,
boarding starting.
I suppose we could request catering. So if we have a look outside, yep, there you go. You can see the baggage handlers are starting to go. I'll zoom in a bit. They're just waiting for the bags to arrive and then they'll be putting them on the plane. Which is pretty cool. There you go, and there's the passengers starting to come through now. There you go. So these are the passengers getting onto the plane. Quite like it. Okay. So let's carry on getting the plane set up, shall we? Let's do that. Check the AirAx in date. Yes, it is. Clear that. Go on to init. Right, so today we are flying EGKK to LIRN. Performance, so we've got a V1 speed of 147, VR of 148, V2 speed of 153. I'll put in the transition altitude in a minute when I've looked at the charts. We've got flaps 1 and we're probably up 0.9 today, up 0.9 on the trim. Flex temperature is 64. And engine out, we have got 1100. 1200, close enough. And then 1100 there. Transition altitude for Gatwick is 6,000 feet. How are we doing? Catering trucks are in, the baggage has all been done. Looks like the last few passengers are boarding, so that's good. Make sure flight directors are on. Meta QNH is 1010. So it's 10, 10, 10, and 10, 10 there. See how we're doing on the fuel. Fuel is done, so it's 10 on the fuel pumps, 10 on the seatbelt signs. Might as well start up the APU. And just wait for the last few passengers to come on. So that's 170 passengers. Boarding is completed. So take that away. I didn't realise there's even a person in the front of it driving it like it would be in real life. It's quite cool. Start prepping up for pushback. Close service door. Is it that one? Yeah. Services. Close the aft door. Good. Prep up for pushback and departure. Just wait for the catering trucks to disappear. So on to pushback, nose left. Right, now they're going. Let's turn the APU bleed on because the APU should be available now. Yep. Disconnect from the ground power. Set parking brakes. Parking brakes are set. I'm just waiting for me to confirm engine start now, so start engine 2. Put the beacon light on. For engine 2 to settle down. Engine 1, sorry, engine 2 is available. Engine 1 start. Well, that's doing that. Lock that. Do a flight control test. So might as well bring out the speed brakes now and put the flaps down because they'll take time. Then we go full right, neutral, full left, neutral, down, neutral, up, neutral, rudder. Rudder is left, neutral, right, neutral, trim 0.9. And with that, that's set. Speed brakes down, flaps are good, so we'll put those back to 1. Engine 1 is a good start. Wait for them to finish taking the plane apart. There we go, they're just leaving the plane now. This GSX is good. If I could just get the sound working properly, we'd be alright. Although half the truck's just disappeared there. A few issues, so he is going to wave to me in a minute. So he's confirming that he's taken the pin. And that's him wishing us a good flight, so we can now go. Gatwick ground, this is Easy 8531, taxiing, hold short, runway 26 left. Let's do pre-flight checks. So park and brake on. Pre-flight checks are auto brake to maximum, check. Test the takeoff configuration and ding the cabin. Lights, takeoff lights, landing lights on. Strobe on, don't need my runway turn off lights because it's not dark enough, and I don't need my wing lights on either. With that, checklist complete. Let's go and take off. Let's go to Naples. Centered up and facing the right way. Okay, throttle up to 40. Engine stable. Brakes off. Flex. Slight left rudder. Speed tape is alive. 60 knots. 80 knots. 120 knots. 140 knots. Struggling. Rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Runway lights off. (1700 feet). Autopilot on. Flex climb. Sorry, throttle climb. Past S speed. Flaps up. Speed brake disengaged. Engine off, ignition. Let's have a watch, shall we, as we climb up. Gatwick traffic, this is Easy 8531, taken off on runway 26 left, clearing 4,000 feet. Doesn't it look nice and green? Bogner's hit. Let's climb on up to 39,000 feet. Hope you all enjoy the cruise. I'll speak to you when we're starting to descend into Naples.